So over the last few decades, I would say this decade is the decade where women have put themselves through so much pain because they're trying to fit in society standards of beauty. And what do I mean by that? I feel like this decade, women have been doing, breast implants, breast reduction, butt implants, nose, getting the nose surgery, hair transplants, men trying to get extra muscles in Turkey. What else are people doing now? Reconstructing the face. Like, there's just so much pain that women are putting themselves through, all in the name of beauty. And here's the thing, like, beauty is not meant to be painful. You looking beautiful every single day is not meant to be painful. It's meant to be like, you're meant to enjoy looking beautiful every day. You're meant to just flow in your feminine aura, looking beautiful every day. And it's not meant to be a job. It's not meant to be a huge task. Okay, you should wake up and feel good in the body that you're in. You should wake up and feel good in the way that you look. So I'm going to really talk about like why beauty has become painful in this day and age, and how to avoid it being painful. And I'm not just talking about your body, I'm even talking about the clothes we wear, the shoes, the heels, everything that gives us pain, basically. So as women, we obviously go through pain every single month during our menstrual cycle. Okay, that's a pain that, well, it doesn't have to be painful, because me growing up, when I was on my menstrual cycle, it was very painful. I had severe stomach pain, severe leg pain. And then now, when I fixed my diet last year, when I'm on my period now, I no longer have those pain anymore. And I was surprised. When I quit dairy and I started eating more vegetables and less carbs, I no longer have those menstrual pains anymore. So now I've learned that your cycle, your menstrual cycle every month is not supposed to be painful. Okay, this might help someone. This just came out, so I believe it's, I've said it to help someone, and I hope it does help someone. That's a pain that most women go through every single month. Carrying a baby for 9 months is, you feel some pain here and there. The labor room gets painful. What other pain do women go through naturally on a monthly basis or from time to time? I think those are the two things that are painful, right? Apart from you breaking your arm or your leg or whatever. But the norm, the ones that women go through from time to time, is usually child labor and your menstrual cycle. But like I said before, that's also not supposed to be painful. So anyway, let's talk about beauty standards and the type of pain you're putting yourself into, and why you're putting yourself through those type of pain. So I'm obviously looking at notes on my phone so I don't forget what I'm about to say. One of the reasons why we put ourselves through so much pain in this day and age, all in the name of beauty, is because we are trying to look like somebody that we are not. We are trying to be like somebody that we are not. And I think social media plays a big role in this, because we see someone and we're like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful, and all of a sudden we want that kind of hair, or we want that type of nose, or we want that type of bum, or we want that type of breast. And then because you admire that, then you look down on what God has given to you naturally, and then you're like, oh, I don't really like my this, like, look at this, look at that, it looks this and that. And then now you put yourself through pain by going through surgery, going under the knife to fix the whole thing. And you forget that what looks good on that girl looks good only on that girl and not you. And this is where we get it wrong. And we see this a lot. And I'm not just talking to just black girls. This is for all girls all over the world, okay? All girls all over the world. One thing that black girls always complain about is how every other girl of every other race have lovely hair and good hair aesthetics. And this is something I'm going to talk about in another video. I've talked to girls of other races about their hair, and some of them don't like it. I know a girl who's born with straight hair. Her hair is bone straight, and she doesn't like it because one, whenever she tries to curl it, it goes back to being straight on the same day. Like, she cannot do all these different type of hairstyles that kinky hair can do and curly hair can do. Her hair is just bone straight, and she doesn't like it. And you look at that girl and you're like, oh my God, she's so lucky. She could just wake up and go to work like that, and she don't have to do much. But if you talk to that kind of girl, she'll tell you, I don't like the way I can't, switch up styles. I don't like the way that I'm just stuck with this bone straight hair and I can't do anything with it. Like, she just gets bored of it. Okay. So when you admire something or you admire a look on somebody else, it only looks good on that person and not you. And when you try to implement that look, then you're putting yourself through pain. So if you look at a girl and you say, oh my days, she has a really nice figure. Okay, so maybe she has the slim waist and she has a nice shaped butt, and you're like, oh my gosh, I would really love to have a butt like her. And then you go underneath the knife. The girl that you just admired, she's not in any pain with that figure. That's what she has. That's what she's worked for. That's what she's maintained, maybe going through the gym or whatever, or maybe that's what she's born with. You that admire that, you've gone underneath the knife, and now you're in so much pain for obviously the first few months or whatever. And not only that, then you have to do stuff to even maintain it. Meanwhile, the girl that was just born with it, she don't really have to do much. So beauty is not meant to be painful. It's only painful because you're trying to be, or you're trying to look like somebody that you're not. There's a reason why God has created you the way you are. But you don't know that because you don't know who you are. And when you know who you are, then you know why God has created you like that. A lot of female dancers have like flexible body, okay? And majority of female dancers are usually slim. And they're not really that thick, right? And there's a reason for that, because if you're really, really fat, your body can't flow in a certain way to the rhythm, okay? Even though now, we see big girls dancing, but we all know the difference when it's a slim girl and they're dancing, okay? So you have to know who you are, because when you know who you are, then you know why God has given you the type of body that you have, all right? Let's talk about other ways that we make beauty so painful. Not accepting your body for the way it is. So I'll give you an example of myself. I have like a wide feet, okay? I don't have a long feet, but I have a wide feet. And whenever I see a girl who wears like a 4.5 inch heel or a 5-inch heel, or them girls who like to wear heels all day long, like they wear heels for shopping, they wear heels to work, they can wear heels 8 hours in a day. I deep down admire that. Like, I love that, and I would love to be that girl. And so all my years of wearing heels, right up until last year, I would wear like 4.5 inch heel, and after like 1 hour my feet would hurt. And the painful part was, I always buy like beautiful heels. I always buy heels that I love. I always buy heels that look really, glam and glitz and everything, but they were so painful to wear. And I can never forget this one time last year. This day, oh my God, I bought these nice, beautiful gold heels. I still have them upstairs. Beautiful gold heels. They were like 4.5 inch. And I know for some of you that's not really high, but for somebody who has wide feet, that is quite high. Especially if you're big or you're fat, it's quite high. So I wore them. It was such a struggle to walk 10 minutes in them. My last toe was hurting. I was so pissed. I was so annoyed. I said to myself, from this day forth, I will no longer buy any heel that does not say wide fit. Because the thing was, a few years ago, when you buy wide feet heels, wide fit would only be like about 3.5 5 inches or 2 inches, and I used to think that they were horrible because I would admire women that would wear like 4.5 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch heel. And so whenever I saw a wide fit heel, I'm like, oh, that's just too low. That don't look nice. I don't want that. I want the, I want the 4 inch, the 5 inch. Until this day, I said to myself, every single heel that I have at home that is not wide fit is going straight to charity. And as much as I was so pissed because I loved all those heels, but they were so painful. And I don't like pain. I don't believe that we have to be in pain in order to look sexy, in order to look good, in order to look beautiful. And so I got rid of it. And when I got rid of it, I said to myself, it's going to be very hard for me to find beautiful wide feet heel. But you know what? When I got rid of all those heels and I would constantly go online to do online shopping, I started coming across beautiful wide fit heels. And to my surprise, now from last year till now, I think I have about seven wide fit heels right now that are beautiful and that I love. Okay, and when I wear them, I can wear them for the whole day without complaint. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I used to admire that girl that used to wear heels for 8 hours, that used to wear heels for 8 hours. And so the first time that I bought a wide fit heel and I wore it for 8 hours in work, I felt like I accomplished something, because for once, the girl that I admired that used to do it, I can finally do it. Why? Because I bought heels that were perfect for my feet, okay, which were wide fit. Why do I keep saying this wrong? Wide fit heels. Okay, so that's what I mean by accepting your body for the way it is. Now let's talk about dressing. Okay, bodycon dresses. So I personally believe that majority of bodycon dresses and ribbed dresses are for slim women, but these days I see a lot of big women, and even I've been a victim of this, right, where you see a nice beautiful bodycon dress or ribbed dress and we're like, okay, you know what, we can work with that. We can just make it look, we can just get, a bigger size to make it work. And then you get the bigger size, and then you wear the waist trainer, and then you wear the dress, and sometimes it could just make you look like you're pregnant and you're not pregnant. And you see it on someone who's slim and you're like, damn. And then the next thing you know, some girls are like, I just want to go underneath the knife to, sort this belly out. And then you put yourself through so much pain. Okay, beauty is not meant to be painful. Now, for me, because I've realized that this whole BBW trend and this whole fat positivity trend, it's only for the cameras. It's only for social media. In real life, a lot of shops are not really about this. And it's really hard for fat girls to really find an outfit that looks beautiful, and it's also for plus size. Like, there is plus size collections out there, but sometimes you find that the ones that are not plus size still looks better. So for me, I've decided to put in work in the gym, so that when I get the body I want, then I can buy the clothes that I want. And going to the gym is not painful. Do you know what I mean? It's work, but it's not painful. I'm not going through any pain. And so this is what we have to understand, is we have to maintain what God has given to us and stop trying to look for painful ways to sort it out, because you're not supposed to go through that pain. You're not. And what's funny is when you do go through the surgery and all of that, then you're never satisfied. Then you want to do more. Then you want to fix more. Like, it's just a never-ending cycle. Okay? Another one, when it comes to maintaining our body, is our face. Okay? So growing up, I didn't have a good, flawless face. Okay? My face has been through it. And I've realized that it's because of my eating habits. Like, I had bad eating habits in the past, which affected my face. And then on top of it, because of all my insecurities and being called ugly growing up, I started wearing makeup every single day. When I was a teenager, right up until I was maybe 28, I was wearing makeup every single day. And due to me wearing makeup every single day, my face was getting darker. I was having pigmented like marks on my face. And it got to a point where I didn't even like my natural face. And I got so sick and tired of wearing so much makeup every single day and buying so much all the time because I was wearing it a lot. And one day I saw a girl walk out of her house. She had no makeup on. She had her natural hair out. She looked absolutely flawless. And I said to myself, I want that. I want to walk out of my house with no makeup and just my hair out, blowing in the wind, and feel good about myself. And I said to myself, I need to fix my skin. Okay. So what I did was I decided to go cold turkey and stop wearing makeup. And let me tell you something. Oh my God. I was like trying to avoid talking to people because I felt so embarrassed that I didn't like my face. It didn't look flawless. And I decided that, you know what, I'm going to commit myself to getting facials done every single month. And when I did get those facials done, my face improved. And now I can go out, I can go to work, and I can feel good. And I don't have to depend on makeup no more. So do you see how maintaining what God has given to us, the face God has given to you, the body that God has given to you? Some of you are struggling to get into the shower. I don't know what the story is with this. You need to be having a shower every single day. Okay? You need to have a shower every single day. You need to scrub every single day. This is what like black people do in general. We scrub every day. There's not one day we don't scrub. We scrub every day. Even if we're struggling, we are still scrubbing every single day. That's something that has been embedded in us. But this is how you maintain what God has given to you. We don't maintain the natural things that God has given to us. We spend a lot more money trying to fix certain things in our body, and it just never goes back to the way it was. So it's important for you, as much as you love to put on that makeup and to use hair extensions and use wigs, we need to look after what God has given to us, because that way you can wake up and feel beautiful. Let me tell you something, right? You can look beautiful and you might not feel beautiful. There's a difference between the two, okay? You can look beautiful when you have your makeup on, you got your dress on, you got your heels on. You look beautiful, right? You look in the mirror, you're like, damn. But do you wake up feeling beautiful? When you take the wig off, you take the lashes off, you took the waist trainer off, you took the makeup off, you took the jewelries off, do you actually roll out of your bed feeling beautiful? If the answer is no, it's because you're not maintaining what God has given to you. If you have a nice body and you're proud of your body and you have a flawless facial skin, you can wake up feeling good, feeling fresh without even putting on any heel or any dress. You touch your face when you wake up, you look in the mirror, you can scrub your face, you can, because you feel beautiful. But when you don't look after your body, or you don't like your body, you don't like how your face looks, you don't wake up feeling beautiful. You have to depend on all this external stuff in order to feel beautiful. Okay, so it's important that we maintain what God has for us, because if not, we are going to spend money getting surgery done and you're just going to put yourself through unnecessary pain. Because like women go through, but like I said, your menstrual cycle is not meant to be painful every month. But because some of you are so used to pain that some of you, because you're so used to pain, you get used to doing painful hairstyles. And I think you lot should know by now that your hairstyles should not be painful. Okay, it should not be painful. Your hairstyle should not be painful. If it's painful, you need to take it out, or you need to tell your hairdresser to fix it. Okay, you're supposed to enjoy your hair on the day. If you're spending like 120 pounds to get your hair done, you shouldn't go home with pain and go into bed with pain and you're like, ow, 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 every single time. No, it's not supposed to happen, okay? That needs to stop. Your hairstyles are not meant to be painful. God has given you hair. And if you decide that you're not going to use hair extensions, you're not going to use wig, your natural hair will not hurt. Your own hair will not hurt. Whether it's relaxed, curly, natural, coily, straight, it should not hurt. So if you're going to use extensions or wigs or weaves, it shouldn't be painful. Do not make pain a normal thing in your life, because it's not meant to be a normal thing. It's not norm for you to go through pain every single day. It's not. God did not create life to be painful every single day. It's not painful to make a baby, right? It's pleasure to make a baby. And the only time it's painful is when you push it out, right? When you're pregnant, it's not really painful. It can be a bit uncomfortable, but it's not really painful every day. Because if it was, a lot of women wouldn't get pregnant, okay? So understand that going through pain every day is not norm. And whatever it is that you're doing that is painful, you need to stop. Okay, you need to stop, and you need to learn to maintain what God has given to you. Beauty is a gift, because there's some people in the Bible, okay, you guys know I'm a Christian, so I'm going to reference the Bible, where the people in the Bible that were beautiful. David was one of them. David was very handsome. Women were always around him. Sarah, okay, the Bible did say that Sarah was very beautiful. Delilah. The Bible also said that Rachel had a beautiful figure. So that tells you that there are some people, they are born beautiful. They are. But even if they are, they still have to do things to maintain that. It's not going to stay like that forever. They still have to do things to maintain it. They have to clean themselves. They have to, keep up with getting their teeth whitened and all this stuff. So beauty is not painful. I remember a time where I was doing someone's hair and she was telling me, why is it like, why do we have to go through this? Why do we have to deep condition? Why do we have to condition? Like, why do we have to? I said, don't you want your hair to look beautiful? She's like, if beauty means I have to go through all of this, I don't want it. I'm like, how could you say this? Like, there's some people that are not, like, they're not beautiful to look at. I don't mean to say that they're ugly, because God created them, and I'm not saying that what God created is ugly, but there's some people that you look at and you're just like, and then there's some people you look at and you're like, damn, like God really took their time to create this person, okay? So there's work that has to be done to look beautiful. There's work that has to be done. Even the girl that was born beautiful, she still needs to hit the gym. She still needs to eat healthy. She still needs to maintain her hair. She still needs to maintain her body. She still needs to moisturize. There's still work to be done. So whether you're ugly, you're beautiful, or you're just regular schmegler, there's still work to be done when it comes to beauty. And let me just say this quick. The universal standards of beauty. Do you know what? I'll actually do another video on that. Yeah, I'll do another video of that. But I did talk about it on my TikTok. So if you don't follow me on TikTok, you need to be following me on my TikTok, okay? Because I do a lot of short clip videos on my TikTok. So that's really it in this video. I hope after you listen to this video, you're not going to put yourself through so much pain to look beautiful, okay? Because that girl that you're admiring, that you think is beautiful, she still has to put in the work. That's the secret. She still has to put in the work. So you need to put in the work. Don't try and look for money and try to get yourself underneath the knife trying to do surgery. No, put in the work. Do the work. And that way you wake up and you feel beautiful. So that's it for this video. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. And I will see you guys on my next video. Stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.